Hello everyone, Luke here, and I like talking about video games, but I also like talking about toys just as much. So, what if we combine the two for something that could be used as a toy, but can also be used for video games as well?
Toys to life. It's really a concept that hit its peak in 2014. In my opinion, there were four major competitors in the Toys to Life battle: Skylanders, Disney Infinity, LEGO Dimensions, and lastly, Amiibo.
Now, Amiibo has always worked a bit differently. For other Toys to Life competitors, you scan in the character and he plays that character. For Amiibo, they've always been more of a collector's item more than anything. Sometimes you can scan them in and get a cool reward or something, but it's never been necessary. Now, I own just a few. Okay, well, if you know somebody who's a fan of Toys to Life games, you should know that Amiibo's use in games has always been the worst out of any Toys to Life company.
But they are the last of the major four still making Toys to Life, so how are they still alive? Well, let's find out. Also, fair warning, do not buy these. They're like a waste of money and they will fill up your shelves.
Amiibo toys were released in North America on November 14th, 2014 for Smash Bros. For Wii U. Now, I don't own Smash Bros. For Wii U, but I do own Smash Ultimate, and the uses between both games are basically the same, so we're gonna go with that one.
Now, how do these things work? Well, you take your Smash Amiibo, you can tell by the Smash logo on the base of the characters, and you scan the NFC chip base to get your character in, and you train your Smash Amiibo. Simple as that. This is fine. This works, and it's fun the first few times, but it doesn't really have that much of a purpose. Now, Smash Bros. Is a big franchise, so almost every character has their own Amiibo. I just happen to own Sonic, Roy, and Squirtle. Sonic was an old one. I think I bought it because he was one of the first ever Amiibos.
Right, it was 2020 and I saw him on Amazon for 14 bucks. I would have been stupid not to buy this guy.
And Squirtle. I got him at a birthday party one year. They look cool. I just wish they had another feature on top of that, like Mii costume. Is that the Mario Kart 8 theme? In Mario Kart 8, you have a list of Mii costumes. Scan the Amiibo to unlock it. I like how you don't even need the original Amiibo to do this. Like, you can scan Cat Peach to get the Peach costume, or the Skylanders X Amiibo Donkey Kong to get the DK costume. The use for Mario Kart is smart. You scan it in, you get the costume. Now, a lot of these look really cool, but you don't need them to enjoy Mario Kart, so they're just optional.
Now, that's how Nintendo wanted Amiibo to be, an option. But what about a game that required Amiibo to play? And one of the worst games of all time. And I say one of the worst because Hot Wheels beat that exists. This game isn't as bad. Heck, calling the game's even tough. Introducing Amiibo Tap.
Amiibo Tap. This is a game where you scan the Amiibo to get a small demo of a classic game from the NES or SNES. Now, this is kind of just a bonus for getting Amiibo. You should never just get Amiibo for this game. And the time you get to play the demos are so quick, so you can never beat them. You get to like 1-2 on Super Mario Bros. And the timer resets. Well, you can scan in your Amiibo again, but now you're back at the start.
Now, this is the second worst game I've ever played, and definitely not a good use for the Amiibo. Mostly at the start, it was just Smash Bros. Getting released, which were used for Smash Bros. Well, in 2015, alongside the release of Mario Party 10, we got Mario Amiibos with Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, the usual suspects.
Now, Mario Party 10, for my thoughts on the game, I will in the future make a video discussing my thoughts on the game, because for the most hated Mario Party game, there were actually some elements I liked, and Amiibo Party mode I hated. So they took classic Mario Party away from us and put it behind a $15 paywall because you need an Amiibo to even play this mode. And the mode's not even as good as classic Mario Party. So that sucks. That really sucks. That's just evil. Because the mode was underwhelming and every other Mario Party 1 thread had a better board mode than this. Mario Party 10 just makes me frustrated. So at some point in the future, I'll discuss why. But with Amiibo doing okay sales-wise, Nintendo made more franchises into Amiibos. One being Splatoon. This is the main series of Amiibo I collect. I own a little over half. They are expensive, but they're also cool as collectibles. For their game use, you get costumes like in Mario Kart. You can also do a photo shoot with your Amiibo. Like I said, they're not necessary, but they are cool collectibles. One day, I'll try to own them all, hopefully.
Now, some other cool Amiibos I own. This Skylander slash Amiibo DK is really cool because it works for not only Skylanders games, but for Nintendo games as well. There's also a Bowser's figure too, but I don't own it. This is a Mario Bros. 30th anniversary Amiibo, and it looks cool, and I think that's the thing. Really, anything can be made into an Amiibo, and I think that's why Amiibo are still being made. If there's a new Nintendo game, there will sure be a few Amiibo with the game's launch. Because anything can be made into an Amiibo, and their uses are never necessary. So as long as Nintendo's still making games, I think Amiibo will still exist. And as always, thanks for watching.